Hi, good morning. Janette Freeman here as we continue on lesson 3 in our series from the I AM Discourses on Supply. This is from volume 19 of the I AM Discourses of the St. Germaine series. And so we're going to talk a little bit on lesson 3 about one thing that's really important. We've already looked at the idea of finding a picture and then loving the picture. And now we're going to look at something a little bit deeper as we go back to the text. And this is from Discourse 1 in the first chapter. And so now he's beginning to talk about how we have our own connection with our own I am presence. So our own I am presence is our own divinity. It is the God as Janette, the God as you. It is the God as, it's your own connection and your own higher self. So your own higher self is your own I am presence. And every time we say I am, we are giving God commanded commands to whatever follows the words I am. Okay, so look at this. He says, every individual has his or her own connection with his or her own mighty I am presence, which is life's open door to boundless supply. In other words, he's like, that's the door. That's the door. Through the I am presence, through the divine, is the only way for true happiness. True happiness. Remember in the scriptures and in the New Testament, it says, seek ye first the kingdom of God and all else is added. And so this is saying this too, that this connection, this awareness, that this presence is our channel. It is our source for the good. Okay, so let's continue. So, but that which fulfills the divine plan must be the gift of life, for love alone is the fulfillment of the law of perfect manifestation. Therefore, unless your love goes to the I am presence, in the enjoyment of just holding the picture that the presence gave you and wants for you, unless you do that, you do not open the door. Unless love goes from you to the I am presence, love goes to you. It's the I am presence that has a divine plan for you to have greater life, love, abundance, joy. That's the divine plan for you. It must come through the I am presence. Our loving of the I am presence opens the door for this to begin to come forth. All right, so by sending your love and asking the presence to produce it in your hands and use here its own divine way and use its own divine way by the power of its love, you give the presence the open door by which its own magnetic currents can draw from many channels more than you can use in the physical world. In other words, when we put this spirit first, when we love this divine presence, but we ask this divine presence, we send it love and we ask it, produce your divine plan in my life. Open whatever channels you need to. I don't know all the channels. We go about, we try to open all the channels, like we're trying to figure out exactly who it's coming from, where it's coming from, how we do it. When we forget that our very best friend, our very best higher self, love energy, God energy, already has access to all the channels. And so we, instead of going the long way around knocking on every freaking door, how about knocking on the one door that matters the most? How about knocking on the door of the I am presence? Hey, I am presence, talk to me. I need you. I can't have anything but you. I want you. It is through you the divine plan is established. It is through you that the good comes forth. It is through you, divine presence, that all this happens. I can't do it without you. So we go to the divine presence first. We go to the I am presence first. We give our love. I love you. I love you. I love you. This is the most important thing. I say that all the time. I know. All right. So we want to open this door to love because it's the open door to who we are. All right. What else does he say? Something good. All right. Now this is awesome. This is a lesson I know I've learned and you probably have learned it too. And that's where we fasten our attention to people as the source of our good. So we fasten our attention to people, say spouses, work, job, bosses, economies, governments. We fasten our good to that. And so he says this, I'm trying to help you let go of the little tight channels so you can open your world to the limitless channels of God's abundance. But so long as you keep your attention fastened to people, you will be limited. I know what you're thinking, but people, this is where I go my job. That's where it comes from. That's where this comes from. Well, just wait till something happens and you don't have that. What are you going to depend on? And that's the deal. It's like, this is the lesson we must learn. This is the lesson we must learn, that there is one source, and that source can find another channel. So if one channel dries up, there's another channel. All right. Until he says, you lift your attention to the holy I Am presence and to the ascended host who are unlimited, you cannot have the gifts of the unlimited. Till you lift your sights to the unlimited, you can't have the gifts of the unlimited. Now that makes sense, doesn't it? You cannot have the divine pictures of the manifestation of the unlimited unless you come through the door of the unlimited, which is your presence, which is the ascended host, which is the divine, which is God. So we look at this and we've seen it over and over. The source of love dries up, your relationship breaks up, you're devastated. I know, I've been there. But it's like, oh, but where's the source of my love really? The presence. The source of money dries up. Where's the source of my money? The presence. So this is telling us, give adoration to the presence. Give thanks to the presence. Give gratitude to the presence, because the presence is our key, and it is our source, and it is our place, and it is our connection to the unlimited, and it is what saves us. So in this lesson, we're reminded to go to the presence in all things and to love and adore the presence. And knowing the love and adoration of the presence takes priority and allows the unlimited channels to be what they are and continue to open up new channels. That's it for this moment. Janette Freeman signing off.